Hello guys, welcome to another one of my case clicker trash to treasure videos. Just logging in here, getting the statistics ready so that we can check up on where we left off and just make sure everything is nice and dandy before we dig into a bit more offline jackpots. Yes. So I like that, just about 7,600 in profits, and we are closing in on having a very nice batch of items that I really want to save these for the next tier in the jackpot, possibly even the one after that. But I need to win more. I'm thinking we need to win 2-3 additional jackpots before we move from the normal to the low. Not to the low, are you crazy? To the high, possibly even very high jackpots. And the reason for that is the gap between them is like nothing. I feel that the same skins that work in the high work in the very high and even the extreme. And that is of course because, as you guys know, I do prefer playing with a lower percentage chance to win, so that when I lose trash, and when I win, I get treasure. That's like the main mentality behind my betting. Always lose the junk, always win the goodies. And the $100 skins are going to give you, I don't know where the values are going to be at, but the gap in percentages, unless you see something crazy in the extreme, is not that big. It's really not that much of a difference. So I'm thinking, hopefully in this episode, hopefully we're gonna be winning 1-2 jackpots, 3 here in the normal, and then we're going to try out the high. And unless I lose everything, I may have like a single shot at the very high, something like that. But right now we're just doing some cleanup bets, starting like in the very low boring part of the inventory, just doing the cleanup stuff, trying towards the crazy luck by betting duplicates and the random appearing blue things. And like, if we lose, who cares, we didn't need it. If we win, it's just even more awesome because we are winning so much more value than what we are betting. So 7 items, 260. I don't know if I said it already, but I aim at keeping knives towards completion of collections, meaning that like the butterfly, we already did that, but like keeping a Bowie knife and huntsman and falcon possibly, so just really making sure that we have enough knives to complete the cases if we need to. So let's just do the clean stuff here. Not the clean stuff, let's do the win stuff. Wow, see, that's why I love doing cleanup bets. Right on. 6 100 plus items, loads of new good betting stuff, and even more to do cleanup with. So obviously guys, that means the next couple of jackpots here are gonna be in that range, because we now have more cleaning up to do, and I want to be betting from the low end and up pretty much like moving forward, so that we get all the junk away, possibly get something good in between, and really just try to juggle that so that we don't risk more value than we need to at any given time. Obviously at some point I may just go in and make some silly bets, because nothing is going to be like super silly due to the values we have. So even if I go all in with the most expensive skins we have, we're not going to get like 70% chance to win. It's going to be like 40 or something. So it's not like we can go all the way to like the really stupid point, but yeah, let's just see how things go, and at least start out smart here. Try to do the right thing for as long as it takes for us to build up enough value to go to hopefully the high jackpot today. Alright, nasty bet here. Wow, I know these are just the bots, but I kind of like the very unstressful environment in the offline jackpots. I had quite a few online jackpots yesterday and it was really cool, but it was a combination of half of the games I was just sitting for a minute waiting, like really just waiting for the timer to go down, and like 25% of the games I came in and I could only bet like 2-3 items, or the timer ran out, so when I hit add it was like not happening because the jackpot was full. And then I had like 25% really smooth jackpots where it was like ninja fast, like super fast, where you just come in, pop in 10 items and it's like check. That was really amazing. But you kind of need to know what you want to bet in advance. You don't have time to look at what the others are betting because the jackpot just gets filled. So there is something a bit buggy about it still that I'm very sure is going to get fixed like over probably days. The the case clicker development team is freaking awesome, so I'm pretty sure that somehow it's gonna get a luck feature making sure that you're going to have the time you need to look at what others are betting. Like it can only let in 5 players unless somebody bets 3 items, then it gets another player in, something like that. But that's just speculations. Of course I have no inside knowledge whatsoever, just doing the guessy paint and right now trying to do the clean up and hopefully win something crazy paint. And all else equal, we're gonna run into a batch of losing games because I'm betting like all this junk, but at the same time it's really important. I'm going to try to speak English now. It's a really important part of the process is what I wanted to say. So right. I'm thinking about what I want to pop in there because part of me really don't want to go much higher value wise because the spread is really already pretty nasty. But at the same time I do want to bet in the right stuff, so it's also gonna be, so it's like we're gonna be adding something that is a bit too expensive or something that is like way too cheap, and I'm thinking we're just gonna be scooping upwards, just get that 2% higher chance to win or something instead of going lower. So 12.2, oh yeah, we're going further, 1176, so yeah. It's like really low cleanup stuff, but at the same time, now they're gone and we don't need to worry more about that. And yeah, I'm thinking about whether or not I want to just go for the high, but I'm just going in again. Probably gonna do it. I would really like to win more before checking out the high jackpot. I think that is because we can go in there probably. I think we have with 3 really good bets now and there. And of course we can bet, like we just won with low percentage. I think I've done that in pretty much every episode, one with one of my cleanup bets, and that may be something we're gonna be doing as well. So now somebody is drying their hair in the background, which is like really awesome. But yeah, stuff has to be done, so I do hope it's not gonna be like too loud. That's life happening around me. I know, it's crazy. I have a life. Oh yeah. So come on. So 14, almost 1450. And what we have, just $300 skins. So not really that interesting, right? I mean, that's yeah. I actually thought I would go higher up, but I'm just scooping down, starting a bit lower, mostly to fill out the spot so we don't get more added to the jackpot, and then trying not to risk too much on this jackpot because of course it would be cool to win it, but yeah, not that interesting. So yeah, I want to go lower, but I may also add in more knives. I could remove these and go for a higher bet, but I think we're just gonna clean up even lower here, and then we know like next time around we're gonna be betting these like 40 items, and we're gonna have a really solid chance to win. Like 20 to 30% is what we're gonna have the next time around. So that was a well-deserved loss, but it was a chance to win really, and that is what matters. Well, not if you keep losing, of course, then it's really sucky to only have chances. But cheers, guys. Right on. So I'm thinking we can afford to lose at best 2 jackpots here in the normal. I may push it further because sometimes I'm a bit silly. But if we lose the next 2 jackpots, we will have reached a value bet-wise that might as well have been made in the high. So like depending on how things play out the next couple of jackpots, it's gonna be, I think I want to push towards the high jackpot, but let's just see what we get here. Yeah, because $40 items definitely not ideal for use in, yeah, I'm sorry guys, it's like crazy noisy. It's not ideal to be using in the high jackpot, but at the same time it is it's better for a chance to win there than it is to just, you know, win more stuff here. So I'm actually gonna pause after this, guys, until my wife, oh, so no more hair drying. So yeah, I guess I'm not gonna be pausing anyway. Alright, sorry about that, guys, but let's just see what we want to be betting here. We have a pretty solid build of items in this 50-ish area. Yeah, Falcon Vanilla, yeah, this is like $500 bet here. I don't really know how, I mean it feels a bit expensive, and that is why I'm thinking if I lose this, placing another bet in the normal is going to be staking too much compared to what we can win, because we're only going to be seeing this like a handful of items with a respectable value that we can win, and we are going to be staking 10. So I'm thinking this here is probably, if we win I may go clean up, if we lose I'm probably just going to scoop into the high. I may go check out the equipment, just see what we end up at here. I'll put in the items already. I like that. So such a tease really with all this waiting time. I'll put it in there. Put it in there. So yeah, I'm thinking I should click the button. That was fast, so I should lose, right? Yeah. Okay. So, guys, I'm gonna go in again. Just, you know, last bet here. I really wanted to win another batch of items before going into the high. It's it's really what to do. What is like the good thing to be betting here, but this is putting in more value than I feel comfortable with. We're gonna be possibly above the 30%, and it depends on, yeah, it depends on the rest of the pot, obviously, but this is like pretty much pushing it, I feel, to the limit of what it is fun to be betting here. On the other hand, if we get a win now, we are so much better off in the next jackpot, really. So that would be really cool. So alright, let's check it out. That was fast. Fast is bad, right? Yeah. Fast is bad. I'm gonna go like chaotic in here. Just selecting these. This is like completely silly, but the more I think about it, the more I want another batch of the $100 items before going into the high. So yeah, this is like borderline stupidity really, but it's worth a shot. It's not gonna be, we're not gonna be 40% chance to win, but definitely in the high area. Let's see, if we make it below 30, it would make me like really happy. Then I don't feel I've been betting as silly. More down, more down. Come on, put in the big one. No. Alright, so keeping it close to what I want to have as my maximum and losing. So yeah, it was not just borderline stupidity, it was stupid really. So let's go high and just put in the best we have that we can afford to lose. And that is of course because, yeah, I forgot one like that. It is of course because in here, in the high jackpot, we would have been saving up the highest valued items to use them in the high jackpot. So instead of like saving up a lot of them, I'm just spending the most expensive stuff we have from the normal jackpot here right away. This is our best shot at winning. Have no idea what kind of total value we're gonna be seeing, but now we're just doing it like, check out what kind of percentage we are capped at. This is our maximum bet we can place, and I thought it would get higher really. We're at 42.58. That is very, very bad, as in too high is what I mean. So yeah, so we had loads of value. We could have been betting even lower than this. That was a bit surprising. I thought the high jackpot would cap at, this is a 2000 jackpot, so it's actually a very low high jackpot, and we win it. So that's a very nice thought, because we do see the normal jackpots also end in the 2000 area. So this was a very nice thought for us here in the high jackpot, because we are winning these $300 items ish. And as you can see also, the rewards here are looking almost like the ones in the normal. We just have a slightly higher maximum value and a slightly higher minimum value. That is the change between these jackpots. The borders are moved in both the low end and the high end. So this was, I mean, ending here at just about 40% is making me think, just I do believe I said it earlier in the video, the gap between the high and the very high is like nothing. So we are almost 8,000 in profit now. And I'm thinking, what do we have here? I'm thinking about just going for a shot or two in the very high. I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna go into the very high here. It goes 200 to 500 instead of 10 to 300, so it's not that much of a difference. I feel if you can farm the high, you can also farm the very high. Extreme is a bit more, you want to have more skins really, but you can be betting the same range. And let's just see what I went in with the best we had before, which was good because we won, but I did have way too much value staked compared to what we could win. But I was really expecting to see like a $2,500 pot minimum, actually expecting more like 3,000, but yeah, we didn't, so that was good. It gave us a bit more that we can fool around with here in the very high. And so here we are, hitting the pot value that I was expecting to see really in the high, a little more than that. And what do we have we have these 3, 2, 1 very nice batch of really high value items. So I'm going to try to do this a bit more smart, because if we go in and we lose 2 jackpots now, we're like done. And I don't want that. So we're gonna try like completely silly pants low again. Do the cleanup from like the bottom up, because if we can win 1 lucky jackpot here, if we can win 3,000-4,000 by betting, I don't know, 300, 400, 500, then we can stay. But if we start out by losing 2-3 jackpots, it's gonna be really uphill trying to win it back by betting the low end stuff. So that is like, no, that was the wrong player winning, but okay, it was bound to happen. Let's just go a little higher, just get a feeling on it. So the reason why I'm looking up here is also because I want to have an area that I can fall back on. So we have been losing loads of the lower valued items than this, but we do have some still that we can go back into actually the normal jackpot and continue betting with, so we don't scoop all the way back to the low jackpot. That would be a massive setback, even though we will have like loads of duplicates to work with, but it's better only to like step 1 step down the ladder instead of 3, really. And I'm not counting the high, because in like my book of jackpotting, it doesn't really exist. I just, you know, you go from the normal to the very high. Unless of course you just have like a single shot and you want a higher percentage chance, but let's see, 5,600. Yeah, that's what happens. Let's go in again, and we could also try out a single time in the extreme, but I think I want to be possibly farming the very high for a few days is what I'm hoping. We haven't won anything here yet, but I'm thinking if we can do that, if we can get 1-2 good wins, then try to stay here for a few days and then go into the extreme, and then I want to go into the online jackpot once we get it on iOS, on Trash2Treasure device here, and really just try to see if we can push it even further by betting online, because I think that is where you have the absolute highest chance at getting the really crazy high valued items, because you can win like 30 of them in 1 jackpot, and here you can win 1 in 100. So it's a much better it's a better place to farm if you want high value items at a low percent. So nice values. And our percentage is dropping down below 15 or so. About 15, but like in that area, and that's nice because I do like betting in like the 20-30 areas where I feel really comfy, and that is where we are going to be scooping in now. So we did the smart cleanup this time, and what that means is we have been losing, but without risking the goodies. So have a huntsman there, have a more expensive one there we can keep, the Bowie, and yeah, so 1162. Yeah, things are getting a bit more interesting now. Much higher value being staked. I can see that I need to like be pausing this in a minute or so. So come on, add in the items already. So I'm just not gonna be hitting the check button and then like briefly paying attention to life. So put it in there, put it in there. I dare you. Put in all that value. This is probably gonna be the winning one, and I'm just gonna be waiting it out. That's so not cool. So not cool. Oh well, that was life happening. I've really been looking forward to pressing the check button, but don't tell my wife because of course I pay attention. But let's just grab that and see how things turn out here. Would really like to win this before we go. No, Visu. What's the matter with you stealing all my things here? Well, not stealing. Alright, let's just, give it our best. Now we have tried everything else, but I don't feel bad even if we lose this, because this is what we have been working up towards, and we didn't really have enough shots in the gun, so to say, to go up here and fool around. But unlike if you can win in the high, the same rules kind of apply. The gap is so small between these two jackpots that it just feels silly playing on the high with the skins we had. And yeah, so I think if we lose this, guys, then I'm going to go back into the normal. Then we just tried it out, and there is like no shame in that, because then we can farm more value. It's gonna take a day or two, and then we can try again. I just really wanted to push a little more forward towards the higher tiers of the jackpot, because now we have the online stuff, and it is my impression on it is just it is like the most silly, easy paint way to farm crazy value skins from other players. And I don't know if it's gonna like be that moving forward once it has like normalized a bit more, but if we can do that here, I would really like to do it, even though there is like crazy long waiting time on it. But still really fun to be playing also against other players. So I hope we can move the Trash2Treasure jackpot there. 2907, so staying below my 30% max mark. Winning, yes, pants is what we're winning. Holy smokes, that's a lot of close to or above $100 skins, even some 300 stuff. Yeah, I like that. Oh yes, I do like that. So we have like 35 jackpots won, about 9,000 still, in the 8 area. So, but we have had massive losses. I mean, we really have, but yay pants is what I'm thinking. So yeah, let's do the smart thing again. Not all the way down. I mean I did see duplicate stickers, but it is nice to have fallback. We just won one jackpot here now, but the value in this jackpot means that we can go in at least 2 additional bets without considering these like super low cleanup stuff here in the very high. Because we won a great deal of 100-ish items, plus we had some, so we do have for like 3 additional tries here in the very high, and all else equal percentage wise, we should be winning one of them. Probably just gonna be around, like 70-80% on the accumulative percentage value, but then we're doing a few cleanups. So like in the grand scheme of things, we should have enough skins to go in and win at least once without being crazy lucky, just like normal math kind of addition. And I know it doesn't work like that, but it makes me better. It makes me feel better when I know. Oh, okay. I would rather lose to L sucks, but that's just me. So yeah. Should I grab the stickers this time? Let's just do it. This is really just trying to... Nah. It's nice to have it to like fall back on. Is what I'm really thinking. At the same time, I really like making the cleanup bets because it's like so fun to win with it, but we were pretty close again to going broke on betting items. Not broke because we have so many skins that are like untouchable because we only have one of them and they are pink or red, but broke in terms of what we can decide to bet with. So, but if you disregard my like rules of engagement, keeping one of each pinky and red and stuff like that, we have loads of items to win with. But I kind of like doing it like this. Adds to the fun factor, I feel, at least for me. So 5,000 pot. It's so much more interesting to see these big pots. Like the total value we have won is like 2 of these jackpots. Okay. Well, gentleman froggy pants. you grab that, and we are just gonna be staking higher this time and having a greater chance at grabbing even more goodies from the others. So yeah, knives and hot rod, tiger tooth, the butterfly, we have completed that collection. Bowie, we don't really have. Flip knife, I'm not sure about the falcon, and the huntsman if we have more expensive stuff going on there. Just one more skin to add, so like go higher or lower. Yes, we can just grab the bayonet and not really look into whether or not we have a higher valued knife for the other one. All else equal, we're like in for a losing deal, so we can always just bet it the next time around. The difference in value on the two knives was like nothing, so it doesn't really matter. So let us see what we're gonna be. I love that 4 $100 skins in a row. Boom, 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 boom. So that would be nice to win. 388, even better. That's like extreme jackpot super material. That would be so nice to win. 125, 135. Oh yeah. Alright, so a lower value pop this time around. No, that's just crazy. No, I wanted that. I really wanted that, but it's okay. No, it's not. It's really annoying, but that's how it goes. So we are like back to where we were a few jackpots ago, where we are like betting the last kind of stuff we want to be betting, and this is like way too high, putting in the two $300 items, but I don't want to be mixing the other skins and then go select the 20 ones we had. I could have gone just with 8 item bets and like something worth $1 just to fill out the spots, but yeah, I feel like this time around we have like one bet left we can make here. If we lose this, going with the most expensive stuff and some mediocre, and then we have to fall back to the normal once again. So this is again one of those, it's pretty silly to bet after this. If we lose this, we really should like stop and go back. If we win this, we're back in business, and we're staking $2,000, so it's really stupid, but I'm doing it nonetheless, and we are gonna be again above what I want to be percentage wise, but that's really, I'm just going in with the items from the bottom up, and we're like 6% too high, but we make it with it, and then it is okay, but it was still stupid. Marble fade, thank you. So very nice, very nice. Loads of new knives here that we can play around with. That was good. That was good. It gives me more to bet with so that we can go even lower percentage wise once again. Yeah. For reference, that was a stupid bet, but sometimes I do that as well. But it wasn't like 70% stupid. No, it's just, it's a gamble. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. We gamble. So, like from one end of the spectrum down to the other, betting too much value, and now we're going in betting like way too little value, but $300. Yeah. If we can just win with one of these low percentages, then we're like spot on in the lead again. Oh, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we are like so much in the lead. We have come so far from where we started. I actually checked out the first episode yesterday, and looking back at it, we have come a huge way. But I mean, we're talking 132 jackpots, so it's not like we have been doing nothing. So we're not gonna have like that really interesting chance to win, but at the same time, it is really the interesting chance to win. It's so I'm a bit biased about that because it's not that exciting because you're like really expecting to lose. But when you win with these very low percentages, it's just so much better. Alright, take it. Take all the junk. As long as you give me something better. So we have for another one of these low class bets here. And we do have like even different quality pinkies that we can use to fall back on throughout the inventory. So I can do like the cleanup bet stuff here as well without losing our chance to fall back really. Yeah. So what am I looking for? I need 3 items, and I don't want, the thing is I don't want to add in too much value to this, but I'm probably just gonna do it anyway. I just hate putting in a really expensive item with junk. So could also just scoop a little bit lower, even though we are interfering with our chances to win in a normal jackpot. Oh, we have a lovely set of jet sets there. Amazing. So let's do it. Still, like, we're betting 206, so we're gonna have like a 5% chance of something like really bad. 5 to 10 probably, but if we win, we're like so in the lead, and if we lose, it's like just okay. So come on, wherever you are. 2024. Oh, another freebie for the win and the alliance. So 259, 332. It's really weird seeing these items. I just have that extra digit compared to what we normally see. Like, oh, 32. It was like a week ago we were looking at $30 items. Like, really, wow, I want to win that. Now it's like 300. Oh, yeah, I want to win that. That's progress. Alright, so come on. Okay, we are way... This is a very good jackpot, really. I didn't think we would be so far down percentage-wise, but we are. And Dr. Smoky Minecraft dude, kind of sunglasses guy, wins it. And... yeah. Moving up a little bit higher. There. So we have, again, a very nice selection of items in the 50 area. I'm thinking I want to go higher, but I'm just checking out duplicates just to get it sorted. There. Elite build, electric hive. It's a cool Tusha. Electric hive there, like really cheap. Yeah. Yeah. So let's just grab this stuff here, and yeah, we could have taken the Hydropnik as well, but or Hydropnik, whatever it's called, we could have grabbed that as well because we do have more. But let's go with these 485. And I'm thinking, like, win or lose, this is gonna be the last jackpot for today. Either we have like stopped the episode with cleanup bets, being ready to move forward, or we're gonna have a crazy lucky win at the end. But then we are, regardless, we are well suited for betting again in the next episode, so that is how it's gonna be. Let's check it out. Oh, put them in there already. Like that. So let's see. Yeah, okay, so someone with a bot with an even lower percentage ended up winning, but that's okay. So we did some cleanups. We are like 9,000, a few hundred in the profit. Had some crazy wins today, some really crazy wins. Playing now in the very high, and we have items to go for a few more bets in the very high. We can also scoop down back again to the high or the normal to farm more value. I really want to push forward. I want to prepare for not the Mighty Millhouse Mana Storm, but for the online jackpots. I'm expecting them to be here like in a week or something on iOS, and I would really like to be done with the Extreme there, ready to take on the Extreme in the online sense of the word. So as always guys, thank you very much for watching.